Welcome to class. If you're a mom confused about what stage of motherhood you are currently at, this video is for you. Now listen carefully because confusion in motherhood is actually a thing. And when you don't understand what stage of motherhood you're currently at, it then gets you to a point of feeling like you are failing and you are losing yourself, when in reality, you are just transitioning. And for this reason, each season of motherhood requires a different version of you. So now, let's talk about the different stages of motherhood. The first stage is what I call the survival and shock stage. This is the stage that usually happens when the child is born, becomes an infant, and is very young. At this stage, your body no longer feels like your own. Your emotions are unpredictable, and many women quietly panic because they think something is wrong with them. Nothing is wrong with you. At this stage, being ambitious is not the priority. The mistake many women make at this stage is demanding clarity, wanting to get back to their confident level, wanting to be hyper productive from a body that is trying to adjust to this new role. Come on. So, how can you cope as a woman who is currently at this stage of motherhood? It is recommended that you lower your internal expectations, not your external responsibilities. You should stop asking yourself, who am I becoming? And start asking yourself, how do I regulate myself today? This stage requires compassion, not reinvention. So if you are trying to recover yourself so quickly at this stage, you are actually setting yourself up for some unnecessary suffering. Stage 2 is the invisible labor stage. This shows up when your child is a toddler or just in between the early stages of primary years. On the surface, you look like you're kind of getting a hands on it. You look like you're kind of getting settled, but internally, your emotions are exploding because you are doing so much more than you ever thought you could do. You're thinking of planning. You're thinking of everybody. You are making sure that you remember every single thing without trying to look dramatic. At this stage, you'll be exhausted. This is the stage when women experience irritability at a level that they never thought possible. Without even knowing the cause, you feel guilty for wanting more space because you are already disappearing. You are trying not to act like an ungrateful person. You're picking the toddlers. And it's just because at this point, your identity is being consumed by the responsibility of handling kids at that age. How do you cope then? This is the stage where boundaries save women from burnout, not motivation. You don't need it at this stage. One of the most effective strategies for this stage of motherhood is to reclaim cognitive space. You reduce decision fatigue, you simplify your life on purpose, and you stop proving competence by wanting to be the trophy leader in the section of Supermom. The third stage is the identity reckoning stage. This is when the child no longer needs you that much. The child is more independent and you no longer need to constantly be around the child. And that makes you wonder as a woman, okay, what next? Suddenly, you are face to face with yourself. This is where a lot of women feel anxious, socially awkward, and emotionally flat because they no longer know how to function on their own. This stage is very uncomfortable because it exposes all the postponed questions that you never got answered. Now you start battling with questions like, who am I outside motherhood? And you have no answer. To get that confidence back, I have already recorded an entire video on how to get your confidence back as a mom. I'm going to link it to this one so that you can check it out as well. While building your confidence back, you are allowed to be curious. You should learn, you should rebuild your identity slowly, and this is a stage where self-trust is more important than productivity. Next is stage 4. Stage 4 is that amazing stage when mothers can actually be said to have a master's degree in motherhood. You are no longer trying to rush up doing everything. You know your limits. You are less reactive. And you stop returning or trying to be who you are, and you start rebuilding a new identity entirely. At this stage, you are grounded, you are very selective with people, you care less about approval, you make decisions with clarity instead of urgency. Nobody will rush you at this stage. And for the first time in motherhood, stage 4 will make you feel integrated into the identity instead of replacing it. Here is one very important thing you need to understand about this stage. At this stage, this 4th stage, the woman is actually honoring growth and not chaos. The woman is allowing herself to be ambitious at this stage. The woman at this stage is no longer explaining herself. Hey, she don't mature. If you are yet to subscribe to this YouTube channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribing is free. Click on the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that when I drop my next video, you'll be alerted first. Before you go, I want you to know this. In my next video, I'll be breaking down the final stage of motherhood that most women are not prepared for. The empty nest. We'll be talking about what that stage of motherhood actually does to the woman's identity, why it feels so unsettling, and how to navigate that stage of motherhood without losing yourself. Don't forget, my name is Shulamite and I'm your comeback guardian angel. I'll see you in my next video.